Yep.
Okay, welcome to the Dude Podcast, episode 68. This is the NFL podcast episode. We're talking OBJ to the Ravens, and we're talking some
Just whatever else has been going on.
we're talking OBJ to the Ravens. So thank
Yep.
goodness
Yep.
that happened.
I know.
Before I get into it, this weekend we had an Easter egg hunt at our house, and I put, it's for the kid. We had a bunch of kids over, and I when we do these events for kids at my house, I always try to spice it up a little bit so the adults have a good time. So I put a $5 bill in an egg, and I put a $20 bill in an egg, and I put a $100 bill in an egg. And
Yeah.
once everyone got here, I told everyone, "Hey, by the way, there's $100 egg," and like literally everyone was just like, "Wait, what?"
I wish
And
I
anyways,
wish I wish I could have been there. I was in Arizona, but I heard it was a grand old time.
yeah, it was a good time. Definitely, there weren't as many parents watching their kids pick up eggs. It was more like, "Hey, I'll help the kid. You go look for the egg." It was a good time,
Go find
but
the 100.
yeah, the 100, I hit it like when you walk into my front door, we kind of have a high ceiling, and I taped it to the top left corner where no one, you know,
Oh.
you can't see it, and everyone's in my backyard, and my one clue was everyone here has already walked past it. That was my one clue.
Oh,
And
nice.
so everyone still thinks it's in the backyard because they're in the
Yeah,
backyard. And anyways,
that's
it was a
hilarious.
good time. But
That's good. That's fun.
but because it's Easter, we're doing our top three Easter rankings.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna let you start.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yep.
So number one, this might be controversial because I don't know if a lot of people like these, but it is Peeps.
Boo.
Oh, you
You're
suck, dude.
disgusting,
No,
dude.
dude, Peeps are so good. And then
Dude.
even better, the Peeps delights that are dipped in chocolate.
Oh,
Oh man,
you're a
dude.
sicko. You're a sicko,
I
dude.
love Peeps. Love Peeps. So that's my number one. My number two would probably be just like um probably like just like my kids waking up and like opening their like Easter basket, just like finding their Easter basket. Because like I don't have much to do with it. Like this morning, I didn't do a dang thing. My wife did everything. But my wife got my daughter like a bathing suit, and it was like a bikini, like a two-piece. It wasn't like a bikini, but you know what I mean. It was like a two-piece. My daughter
Yeah.
flipped out, like pumped that the Easter bunny brought her a freaking bikini, like because he knows to bring her a bikini. But and then I would say number three is probably um, just like Easter dinner. Like there's always like some good food there. We ended up not doing ham. We did a pork loin that was like smoked since like 2 a.m. this morning. So, um,
Ooh.
yeah. So that's by my number one for sure. Peeps, man.
Okay. Well, my number one is Jesus. So
Okay.
there you go.
All right. I
So
feel
number
terrible
one,
now.
Jesus.
I didn't know we were going that
Number
direction.
two,
All right.
that's why I wanted you to go first. Uh, 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 number
Rude.
two, devil egg.
Yeah, I
Yep.
love deviled eggs.
And then and you only get them on Easter.
Yeah.
And then my number third, Cadbury eggs, dude.
Yeah, it's a good
Cadbury
one.
eggs or the chocolate with the cream in the middle.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
so good, man. So freaking good. Like I don't know why would you go Peeps over Cadbury
I don't know
eggs?
what it is. I love Peeps. Like I've always loved them. always loved them, and now my kids really like them. I'm a big s'mores guy, so I love marshmallows. So I don't know if that like have you ever made a s'more with a peep?
Ooh, that sounds
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
yeah,
It is a little weird because like the sugar kind of gets burnt on it, but it is really good. So, but anyways, you
dude.
suck for making me feel bad and not picking Jesus. So, I mean, I guess he is the reason for the season, huh?
Yep, yep.
I don't know.
Speaking of Jesus, Odell Beckham Jr. signed with the Ravens today.
What?
Eight,
Is he their
18.
savior? Hopefully.
Yeah, apparently to all Ravens fans, all
Yeah.
the Ravens fans are going crazy. Signed for $18 million.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Barbie trailer yet?
I have. Yeah, we saw it together, remember?
I know, I know. This is I know that you weren't supposed to tell the audience that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
whoops. Sorry. Sorry. I was like, did you
Okay,
forget we went to a movie
if
together?
you haven't seen the new Barbie trailer, that is the most cash grab
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
This signing beats that. This is the biggest cash grab
Oh,
ever.
okay.
Odell for $18 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't
Well,
like it. I think the Ravens are just desperate, you know?
yeah, yeah. And I agree, especially with like a not guaranteed Lamar there. Like that is like, dude, if he has to if he has to catch balls from freaking Tyler Huntley, like that's bad for him. So this is a reach.
Yeah.
It's a reach. And that sucks. That sucks for Ravens fans because they all know that. They all know like
Yeah.
if Lamar's not here, it doesn't matter. So
Yeah. So there's kind of two questions I wanted to go off was does this solidify Lamar staying in Baltimore? Yay or nay?
so I want to say after I saw them FaceTime, they FaceTimed tonight, and then Lamar ended up posting screenshots of the FaceTime like on his Instagram. Uh, it makes me lean a little bit more towards yay, but it also makes me think, um, okay, so you're not gonna give me $250 million, but you're just gonna go out and get a like basically washed up Odell. Like, I mean, he is not prime Odell.
No,
Like,
he's good. Like he's
yeah,
good, but remember, you saw him as the number two with
yeah,
Cooper Cup. All
yeah,
right. Yes, his hands are unbelievable, but also what he got injured at the
yeah.
Rams. Didn't play like the next season.
He didn't play at all last season. Yeah.
Um, yeah, that worries me quite a bit.
Yep.
And he's going into an offense that definitely goes through the run game first. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
100%. Yeah.
So, and your other, you got Mark Andrews, who is debatable tight end one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess not really. Travis Kelce and
Yeah. I would say I would say
but
Kelsey's
he's
one, but
he's in that top three, top
yeah,
five tight ends.
100%, 100%. Yeah.
So I think you know I think I don't really know how he fits in there, and you're gonna to have him do wide receiver one stuff.
Hmm.
And what you got, Rashad Bateman. Other than that,
Yeah. I mean, Rashad Bateman got hurt as well, and he's kind of coming off of wait, was that last year? He got hurt like 2 years ago, right? So
yeah,
so I mean
last year.
he's yeah, yeah, yeah. So oh yeah. So I like it doesn't really do anything for me. Like if I'm a fan, I'm thinking, okay, well, this is the organization just trying to get Lamar to stay. Like it just feels like a desperate last like plea for, hey, we want you here. Here's Odell. You know what I mean? I saw this meme. It was like Lamar, and it said, "Give me 50 million, 250 million," and then it was Harbaugh, and it said, "Nah, little bro," and then it said, "But here you go," and it's like Odell, and it was like sick one-handed catch. And it's like that's basically what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It like Odell's good, but he's not the answer.
Yeah,
And
I
it's a
think
1 year. And it's a
it's a
1 year
one
deal.
year.
So
It
if
is a
Lamar
1 year.
stays and signs this long extension, like it's like, oh, okay, so Odell was the reason why you stayed for 8 years, but you're gonna be without him next year. Like,
Yeah, it definitely seems like Lamar is going to stay in Baltimore, right?
okay,
Because
yeah,
I think what Baltimore is going there. I think Baltimore's strategy is, hey, we're gonna let you taste them. We'll let the market throw out what they feel like you are, and then whatever the market says you are, we will beat it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
By a couple million or whatever.
yeah,
And I think Lamar might be, and not having an agent definitely matters. Definitely doesn't help this type of situation
yeah.
when the market value isn't correlating with the franchise.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I think the Ravens have. I feel like they have now the leverage.
Yeah,
I feel like Lamar doesn't have any leverage.
yeah.
But
And I mean, so we can get into a little draft talk later, but it sounds like the Colts are like 100% out on him.
yep,
Because they sent like 9 people to go do a private workout with Will Levis. I don't know if you saw that, but and then it doesn't look like Atlanta is going to go after him. Vegas is out. They already said they're out. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like
Patriots are out.
Patriots are out. Which is also we can talk about them shopping Mac Jones, but I just yeah, I mean it's like he's either there or he's sitting out. That's what's going to happen. Like so, it's like why not play and why not make that $30 million that you're going to make? So yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but I'm leaning more towards
And
him staying there.
yeah, how does this now affect signing Aaron Rodgers? Because I know Odell was a big part
Yeah.
in in this Rodgers deal. Rodgers came out and said he wanted Odell,
Hmm.
and of course Odell can't turn down a freaking $18 million
Yeah.
deal.
No one in the right mind would do that.
So now how do the Jets counter this losing out on Odell? Who is the
D
next
Hop,
target?
D Hop. That's 100%.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, it
I
has to be
totally
him.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, it just has to be him. And I actually saw something came out like the second Odell landed there. It was like the new like top landing spot for D Hop was the Jets. So it just makes sense. Just makes total sense because and honestly, D Hop's a step up from Odell.
Oh, for
So
sure.
so I think them going out and getting him and I know he wanted Randall Cobb there too. So like just don't get Randall Cobb and get him D Hop and he'll be just fine.
Yeah.
So another big weapon, like Lazard's a big weapon. Yeah, I think that's a done deal. I feel like.
D Hop with Aaron Rodgers, my goodness. That would be
Yeah,
so fun.
I
Be
mean it's
so fun to watch.
just like him and Devontae is like the same type of player. So
Yeah, like Devontae has the speed. I don't feel like D Hop
that's true.
he doesn't have like that speed, but
The hands
he
though.
just, yeah, man, those hands are
Yeah,
unreal. They're ridiculous. So,
yeah,
okay, yeah, let's get into some draft talk. It's been reported that the New England Patriots were shopping Mac Jones. I know Mac Jones went outside of the organization to get help with
yeah,
the offense. That did not go well with Bill Belichick, obviously. Do you feel like the Patriots could go quarterback in this draft class if, say, Richardson drops? Or
yeah.
say, you know, do you
Hendon
feel like that
Hooker's
that
available.
Hendon Hooker could be available?
Um, it's just tough. Like that team is. I just feel bad for anybody that gets drafted by that team if you're a quarterback. it's just big shoes to fill, aka Tom Brady. But yeah, I could see them 100% drafting Richardson just because I mean they gambled on Cam Newton for a season and he did
Yeah.
okay. Um, I just think it's just tough. Like I think I could see them doing it, but then like the fact that they're shopping Mac Jones, like Mac Jones was like the new best thing in New England for a year. And
Yeah.
then when like Bailey Zappi ruined that entire thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like him coming in and doing so well ruined the whole Mac Jones like era there. But yeah, I could see them drafting a quarterback. I mean, it just depends on who it is because Bill Belichick's got like a very specific type of offense that he runs. Um, hopefully they did they get rid of Matt Patricia?
I don't think they got rid of him.
But like he's a defensive coordinator playing the role of offensive coordinator. So it was like, what the heck's
Right.
happening here? So hopefully they
Yep.
can fix that. But yeah, the fact that Mac Jones went outside the organization to get some help was a little interesting. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Patriots adjust. And there was also another report I read that Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick kind of got into it.
yeah,
They had disagreements and whatnot. And I, if if you've been following football for the last 15 years, that's music to your ears.
yeah, yeah,
Hearing the Patriots struggle
yep.
is great to hear. Man, they've just been in so many big games over and over again. It's
Every
nice to
year,
hear that they're yeah, it's nice to hear that they're human.
yep.
Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they approach the offense. Obviously losing Tom Brady has obviously been everything, you know.
Just, just like yeah, like just chop you off at the freaking knees, dude. That team just got absolutely gutted when he left.
Yep.
And I was gonna say it's easy to agree on stuff as Kraft and Belichick when you have Tom Brady as your quarterback. So it is probably a weird thing going on up there, but love
The
to see it.
defense has stayed, the defense has been great. With
Yeah.
Belichick, I feel like your defense will always be great. It
Yep.
has been a struggle to get that offense going. Okay, another report, like you said, Will Levis, uh, nine, what was it?
I don't know if it was like
Um,
nine, but it was nine. Like, I mean, it was like the head coach, the GM, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach, the wide receiver coach, everyone was there.
checking out Will Levis. It's looking like Will Levis to the Colts is a lock.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? I know we talked about it on the last pod. Has anything changed on how you feel on Will Levis going to the Colts?
Um, Not really. I mean, it's going to be a building. It's a stepping stone for that team. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's the most important one at quarterback, but I mean, as much as like I want to say how I feel when I see that many people from one organization going to check out this one guy, they obviously see something they like. Um, and it is very funny that they're not going to see Anthony Richardson because I think they see something in Will Levis that they don't see in Anthony Richardson, aka probably I would say game management. And then I would say probably less mistakes being made by Will Levis. So
And I'm sure it is a lot of who can we play now? Like who can we
yeah,
put in and
who's
play
ready?
this season? Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Anthony Richardson. There was also another report I read this week that the Texans hosted a visit with Will Anderson, the
yeah.
edge rush top defensive player in the draft from Alabama. That was shocking to a lot of people. And there is like little gossip going around that the Texans could not go quarterback at two and go defense. What are your thoughts on that?
That would be wild. And I think personally might be might be a good thing because I don't think Bryce Young is him. Um, But that's also like, dude, this is like, I mean, we see this all the time. Like, it's these storylines that get made. Like, okay, whoever goes number one, like we know who number two is gonna pick. Like last year, like when Aiden Hutchinson didn't go number one, everyone knew the Lions were gonna pick him. So it's like that could be the situation. But I think it wouldn't be the worst thing. Like bolstering the defense is never a bad idea, especially with like a generational talent like Will Anderson. So I don't know. How do you feel about that?
So if the Texans go defense at two, I'm Arizona. Obviously, I'm from
Oh,
Arizona, big Cardinals
yeah.
fan. Arizona is going to get like the the calls that would come in after that would be insane.
Yeah.
I'm sure there would
Yeah.
be multiple. And I also saw that the Raiders hosted a visit to see Bryce Young.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are speculating the Raiders trade up for Bryce Young. I mean, just the amount of capital you'd get as the Arizona Cardinals would get after that, it would be awesome. So
Yep.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not really totally high on CJ Stroud or Bryce Young.
No.
So I can see the Texans, I can see that long term being beneficial because next year, Drake May, I mean, he's sick.
Yeah, him or Caleb Williams are just probably a
Caleb
lot better
Williams,
than
yeah, they're
either any
sick.
of these
Like
quarterbacks. So
I don't see anything going after the best player in the draft and just waiting out again one more year because you're not like you still are 2 more years away. So why?
yeah.
I don't know if you don't like the guy 100%. Why waste that high draft capital on that? So
Yep. Yep.
anything else you want to talk about? NFL's been
Um
kind of quiet lately. It's the draft's creeping up though.
yeah, draft is creeping up. I'm actually really excited for the draft because like we were at the draft last year. It was freaking awesome. Loved every second of it. And I'm just excited like both our teams are drafting in the top five. Like it's gonna be interesting. I mean, given there might be a trade, which is probably
Yeah.
possibly gonna happen for either one of us, there's a chance. But yeah, there's some good talent. I like the defense. The defensive side of this freaking draft is very good. So other than that, I mean, I'm trying to think. I didn't know. Not too much has been really happening. Um,
I feel like people keep talking about all these trades that are going to happen on the draft, and that just makes me feel like no
Nothing.
trades are going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. I like because like I feel like they're always like all these people are like putting out their mock drafts and they're like this team got the like we were talking like the Titans are possibly going to trade up to the for the from the Cardinals. They had talked about trading up, but it's like this probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. They're going to
Yeah.
roll with Malik Willis, which is
It
scary.
makes sense though. Like the GM, the new GM for Arizona just came from
Yep.
Tennessee, so he
Yep.
has a lot of connections in Tennessee, a lot of relationships over there. So it makes sense. Just don't know if that actually goes down.
Yep.
It's gonna have
Yep.
to be a it's gonna have to be a haul. But
Yeah.
okay, next week we'll have more draft talk and all the updates you'll find here on the Dude Podcast. So stay tuned for
Yep.
next week. If you're not following us on Instagram or TikTok, do it. Leave us a review on the pod, 5 stars. Even if it's a bad review, we'll read it
Yeah. Freaking
live on the
tell
pod.
us.
Just yeah, leave a review. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll make it happen. We are here for the people. We are for the people.
Mhm.
So appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week on the next NFL episode. Peace.
Later.